my name is Martina. Thanks for introducing me. And here I am today because, as I just told you, I'm a recruiter, and a little bit of my background. I was born and raised in Sicily, and when I was 18, I moved to Rome. I attained my bachelor and master in economics, and then I started immediately my career in recruiting. I was hired at Hayes, which is a multinational recruiting company. I don't know if you know it. And then last year I decided to change my life and move to Berlin to have a more international experience. So here I am because after reviewing thousands of CVs and placing more than 40 candidates in the last 3 years, I wanted to give you some tips about how to win the job, how to get the job, and how to impress a recruiter once you got your first interview. So I think most of you are facing this right now or are gonna face it soon. So let's see the agenda. It's very basic. So first of all, we'll start with how to write an effective CV. After that, we're gonna talk about how to prepare for the first tech interview, the most feared part of everything. And then the question that everybody keeps asking me every single time I tell them that I'm a recruiter. What do you, as a recruiter, look for in a junior candidate? So let's start with the CV. I'm not here to say, okay, on the right side you have to put like the picture, here you have to put your personal information. No. Study says that it takes 6 seconds for a recruiter to judge a CV, so it has to be quite impressive immediately. So before you submit your CV for the job application, please answer this question. Does it identify my key skills, my experiences, and my achievements? If the answer is yes, okay, you can submit it. And how to get to this point? Be sure your CV has to be, first of all, clear. It has to be very easy to read and very clear. Concise, so avoid long paragraphs with all the story. You're gonna meet people, you're gonna meet a person after that, so you have to say something then. So avoid waffle and try to stay under 2 pages. I would suggest 1 is perfect, but okay, depends on your style, of course. And then it has to be complete. So check that there is everything about your education achievements, jobs, personal projects, of course, IT skills in your case, interests and references, languages, and so on. And then consistent. Please pay attention to typos because you have only one opportunity to send that CV out. You don't want to send it with a different format or a straight format or different fonts. So pay attention to that. So I hope that with this suggestions you will pass the 6 seconds test. So let's assume that you passed that 6 seconds test, your CV was reviewed, and you got you have to prepare for the interview itself. So it should be divided. Usually it's divided in 3 steps. The first one is always with a recruiter. Then you have the tech interview, the real one, with a technical test, and it's not done by a recruiter, but from the engineers, the data scientists. It depends, of course, for the job of which you applied for. So the hiring manager can change, and then you have a final round that it can be optional. It depends on the company size. So it can be with the CEO, CTO, another hiring manager, a decision maker. So let's start with the first step, recruiter. Start with confidence. Most of the times, the meeting can be face-to-face or a Skype call, video call. So start with confidence. Try to smile, be confident, and give a strong handshake. Try to control the tone of your voice, so it should be serious but friendly. And yeah, I know that it sounds easy when I say like, yeah, you have to be confident. I know it's not that easy. So to me, I think that, and trust me, I've seen it so many times. The way to achieve that confidence, to have that confidence, is just study before you go to the interview. Study about the person you're gonna meet, study about the company itself, the job itself, study the job description, study the industry. The more you know, the more you practice, even like telling something about you, introducing yourself, it's gonna help you a lot while you're pitching yourself, introducing yourself to the person. Then pay attention to non-verbal communication. Don't stay close or like your friend, because be open. Show them that you're open to embrace a new opportunity. And motivation is another key point. Why did you apply for that job? You have to show the recruiter why, because you're gonna submit a lot of CV, but you are gonna have to show them that you want that job for that company because you really want it, and you have to show them why. So preparing the motivation. And trust me, it's gonna lead you to answer the question very easily to why is it a good idea for them to hire you. Let's assume that you have passed the interview with the recruiter. You're gonna do the tech interview. So most of the times it can be on-site, or they can send you a tech test to do at home, and then you will review it. So don't cheat. Don't cheat, because they're gonna ask you why did you do that in order to achieve that result, etc. And when you're gonna go there, it can be a quiz. So a quiz, it's like a specific question about a specific concept, a specific topic. So if you know the answer, I would say try, if you know something which is adjacent to the concept that you're being asked, I would talk about this concept. But if you don't know anything about that topic, move along with the conversation. Maybe it's better to admit that you don't know that answer. And experience questions, so about personal projects or former jobs, it's very important here. And don't worry about if personal projects, for example, were not successful or everything didn't go very well. Because you know what? Programming in the company is not always easy. So the reality of the company is that it's trial and error. So it's better if you say, yeah, this didn't work that well, but we tried to use something else and it worked like this. The same thing for hypothetical situation. The hypothetical situation is like, what if we can do this and that? We want people who will say, you know what, that has the problem-solving attitude. So, you know what, we can try this, but if it doesn't work, maybe this doesn't work, let's try this other thing, and so on. And then, of course, if you have done open source projects, open your GitHub account so we can have a perception of what you can do in the reality. So, what do recruiters look for in a junior candidate? First of all, my suggestion is to keep in mind that when you go to an interview, we are looking for talent. We want to hire a new talent. Our objective is not to reject you, but we want you on board if we like you. So we are going to assess you to understand if you are good for us. So go there and show your talent, show that you really want the job. Because we're looking for this, basically. Then, as you're a junior candidate, you have to be an active listener. You have to show that you want to learn something new every day on the job. Because maybe you're not the best in your knowledge, because you have a lot to learn and a lot to work. But we want to see that you are there to learn a lot. And then we want people that can give us some storytelling. Say something about your story, about your project, etc. Everybody loves storytelling, and your interviewer is not different. So give us some story, tell something about your personal things, not just random facts that you can talk about, very generalizing everything. Tell us your story. Let us know you very well. And then your unique selling point. So why you are better than the others? Why, compared to the other candidates, you're the best? These are think about what is the main strength that you have. And yeah, you will win for sure the job. You will get the job, trust me. So thank you.